Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Chainsaw Man chapters 111 onward. Not sure how many I'll do. Hopefully, probably, I'll try to hold myself back, not do too many. Currently 8:15, and honestly I'd like to stream tonight at 9. So yeah, I got like 45 minutes if I want to do that. And like, I just want to hold myself back. I don't want to get caught up too quickly. So either way, let's start reading with chapter 111. Also, where we ended off last time, we had the sort of Yuko don't come to school tomorrow arc, and it was neat. I think that Yuko's a very good character. I think that I like Asa and Yoru a lot so far, and I've been liking the part 2 story. I've been liking it. I think that the only issue I have is not even an issue yet. It's just a tentative issue where Chainsaw Man has a really bad habit of not actually like fleshing out or doing much with the characters, and that kind of lessens the overall story when I can't point to any specific character and be like, oh wow, their story was super or is continuing super incredible. And I just worry that we're going to get Chainsaw Man a bit with some of the characters like Yuko or just some of the other like background-ish, side-ish characters in general. But either way, let's continue reading from 111. And we're actually continuing where last chapter's scene left off. Chapter 111. Aha. Ha ha ha. Well, do you want to eat me? And then oh gosh. A little bit. Holy crap. I just won't look at you. She turns away. I'm here to say goodbye. I have a distant relative who's a devil hunter. I'll try going to them. There could be a way to turn me human again. And if I get killed as a devil, I guess I'd deserve it. Sorry you made that contract with the Justice Devil to save me. Or sorry, you made that contract with the Justice Devil to save me. Same, like, spirit. No, that's not the truth. I thought if I could turn into a devil, maybe I could be like Chainsaw Man, and then maybe everyone would love me. Saying I did it for you was an excuse. I had ulterior motives when I first helped you too. I thought if I rescued you, maybe you'd be my friend. I only did it because I was friendless. I'm the worst, aren't I? Sorry. I was just about to blurt out, Yuko, pick your meat up off the floor. Killing my neighbor and the people at school. None of it was justice. Yuko. I made my contract, after I made my contract with the Justice Devil. I was hearing so many other people's thoughts that they drowned out my own. Yuko. She gets grabbed. Huh? Sorry. I don't know what I am anymore. I'll go now. You were my first friend, so I wanted to give you a proper goodbye. But are those thoughts really mine? Don't make a contract with the Justice Devil like I did, Asa. They're at our school. Okay, so more hints at the Justice Devil. I don't think it's the one we saw before, though. Well, this is goodbye. It could be, but I don't think so. Wait, just give me a minute. Take my shoes. You're barefoot. No, thanks. I don't need them. Asa said, put the grippers away. If you don't need them, sell them. If they won't sell, you can just throw them away. She laughs. I can't believe I said something that embarrassing. Man, this is heartbreaking. I'm the worst. A bunch of people just died. I killed my own teacher and class president. And here I am laughing at how funny this is. Asa, I'll be back to return your shoes one day. You better. She leaves. And then we see her jumping from building to building. A bunch of birds. Again, we've been seeing a lot of birds in part 2. And it was called Bird and War the first the literal, like, first chapter. If only I could read birds' minds too. And then we hear broom. Is that a chainsaw sound effect? We see somebody. Is that her from before? Then Asa, then Denji with all the dogs. And then her as she is now, maybe? And we see her head's cut off. Chainsaw Man. And we see the silhouette. But it's weird. Hold on. I'll tell you what I'm thinking in a second. So the person laying, was that the girl that got saved before? Sorry, I'm just taking this in. And we see Pochita hanging upside down. And, like, sometimes we see Pochita, sometimes we don't. The birds fly off. So I can't tell, because it just doesn't feel like Denji would hunt down and kill somebody, like, without getting glory from it, so to speak. Without getting the attention. Like, because he's wanting to be perceived as a hero, he wants him killing devils to be something that's, like, seen by others. But also, what I'm thinking, if this top panel is her, if this top panel is Yuko, but before she transformed, and we're just doing some, like, showing the character sleeping as, like, a visual bit of art thing, that's one thing. But if this is the other girl and these are all different characters, we see that this isn't Denji because he's sleeping here. Not only is it not Denji, but it's not even, like, Chainsaw controlling Denji's body, because Denji's body is somewhere else. That's what I was thinking. And also the fact that we hear the chainsaw noise and we see the silhouette and the arm kind of looking like Chainsaw, but despite that, we don't actually see Chainsaw Man. We don't actually see Denji either. So it makes me wonder, are we being misled and this is going to be somebody else who looks like Chainsaw Man, like maybe they're disguising themselves as Chainsaw Man? Is it a devil who has the ability to shapeshift? Because that really doesn't seem like it would be out of the ordinary whatsoever. So, bummer that Yuko got Chainsaw Man, not as in, like, actually taken out by Chainsaw Man, but as in, like, that the character got taken out before realizing its full potential. But I do think in just what Yuko's story was, I think it was fine and good as it was, like a lot of the characters from part 1. But yeah, this is a further mystery, because I don't think that's actually Denji / Chainsaw Man. I think that that's some kind of imposter, which is nuts, because who could be an imposter to Chainsaw Man? And again, we keep seeing birds. What are the birds? I feel like a conspiracy theorist. Okay, very good chapter, though. Let's read 112, which I think might be the end of this volume. Chapter 112, Between Cat and Criminal. We have the destroyed uniform sword. That was a strong weapon, but more fragile for it. So stronger weapons are more fragile. And we see this other girl here again. I don't think this... So I guess maybe if Justice is at their school... She called me her little sister. Do you know her, Yoru? Okay, so confirmation that it wasn't directed at Yuko, it was directed at Asa. So I don't think that's Justice then. I think those are supposed to be stirrups and the apple. I think this is famine. She's some mad woman, no? I hit my head and can't remember what happened then, but whatever that girl did brought Yuko back and made her giant. Could she be the Justice Devil? And we see she's part of the Demon Hunter Club, maybe? Or Devil Hunter Club, rather. Good to meet you. We're from the Student Council / Devil Hunter Club. I am the club / Student Council president. Iseumi Haruka. The Devil Hunter Club lost 2 members after the attack 2 days ago. One quit and the other died. But it seems we also have something to gain. Akoku here told me how you fought. From the sound of it, you put up a better fight than him. And on top of that, you're a prospective club member. We will gladly accept you into our club. Any questions? I heard that Chainsaw Man's a member of the Devil Hunter Club. Do you know his identity? And he laughs. Here's your answer. Is he Imposter Chainsaw? How is that even possible? The guy lifts it. Denji's not going to be happy about this one. This guy is going to be getting all the girls from pretending to be Chainsaw Man. Not Denji, and Denji's putting in all the hard work. He's going to be upset at this one. But how? I mean, it could just be a prop, and he's completely faking it. She sees it. And Yoru gets serious. I have something to do today. I need to go. See you around, Chainsaw Man. Alright, till we meet again, Asamitaka. Is that guy really Chainsaw Man? The starter proves it. But would he really out himself like that? Wait, why didn't you fight him then? I couldn't even beat Yuko by myself. There's no way I'd beat Chainsaw Man. Don't misunderstand, I'm strong. I just need a strong weapon. Then I can beat him. Asa, make me an even stronger weapon than your super strong uniform sword, or I'll kill you. Also, it's interesting how the connection to Asa makes it stronger, but also the fact that she's a human might allow her to form deeper connections and make better weapons than Yoru can. Also, something that I didn't even register for part 2 until after last read-through was that if she is War, then War is Senso, so she's Senso Woman, which is similar to Chainsaw Man. And then, okay, I'll make you the strongest weapon ever, so hurry up and beat Chainsaw Man already. You're awfully obedient all of a sudden. I mean, the sooner you're gone, the better. As long as you're inside me, not only will I be miserable, the people around me will be too. Yeah, but can she even survive having Yoru leave? If it was only me, I could handle being in a terrible situation, but I refuse to drag someone else down with me again. I'd do anything to stop it. Yoru smiles. Even turn someone into a weapon. And we saw the visuals last time where I brought it up how she talked about walking down an alleyway full of chickens or whatever, and she kept trying to avoid them, and eventually there were so many that she couldn't avoid. And I was like, is this a like reference to having to do bad things or making bad decisions? And she tries to avoid doing bad things as much as possible, but then eventually there's less room to walk without it. And again, is this her first step into that fall? And we transition into people walking. Okay. You don't have to use a human, you know. If you have something more important to you than that uniform from your mother, I'll take that as a no. We see a cat. How about that cat? You could make it your pet, then turn it into a weapon. I'd rather kill a human than kill a cat. Not someone normal, though. A criminal or something, someone who deserves to die. That's what I'm thinking. That won't work. What? Creating a powerful weapon requires powerful guilt. Your criminal compromise won't make a strong weapon precisely because it's an easy compromise. Well, I still refuse to weaponize a cat. I have a suggestion. Pick someone between a cat and a criminal. The line at which you're okay with killing, methinks, and the line at which you refuse to kill. Methinks the powerful weapon you're after lies somewhere between those two lines. Between cat and criminal. And then we see Denji. He's picking up cigarette butts. He's an idiot and a loser. But it turns out he's a good person. This is thinking way, way ahead of time, but what if endgame is she turns Denji into a weapon and the weapon is a chainsaw? Meanwhile, here I am thinking about murdering someone. Then he's taking them apart? He makes new cigarettes. He made new cigarettes out of littered ones. She follows him. American smokes, they're $1,500 a pack. And he's selling it to homeless people. I'll take 2. Pleasure doing business. He's ripping off homeless people. What a piece of crap. He's between cat and criminal, but not so bad that he deserves to die. He isn't a bad enough human to deserve death, no. But to defeat Chainsaw Man, to get your body back, do you have any other choice? Think of it as a necessary evil to put an end to a nightmare. She thinks about Yuko and catches up to him. Hey, wait up. Aren't you the chick who hates Chainsaw Man? What are you doing? Huh? I'm selling smokes because part-time jobs are against school rules. What's with that? Are you an idiot? Huh? Get off my back. I got a lot going on. I'm a busy dude. Beat it. Are you busy tomorrow, too? Huh? No, duh, I'm busy tomorrow and the day after that, too. Denji just with no riz whatsoever. Oh, I see. Why'd you ask? He pauses for a moment. If you're free tomorrow, would you go on a date with me? And then, a date? Yes. To be continued. And we have smoking poached at the end. And that is the end of the volume, I think. Okay. So that is where we were with 112. And both of those weren't super short, so I might call it after 113 if it's not super short. But we'll see. Let's go read 113, start the new volume. Starting volume 14, the cover has the potentially famine, potentially justice girl. And at first I thought, okay, hold on. At first I thought that was her like knee she was holding and she was like sitting back. Then my second thought was, oh my god, is she holding a head but it's like in a sack to keep it hidden, and is that going to be Yuko's head? And then as I was, even before I could get that second thought out, I'm glad that I didn't immediately say it and then move on, because it's just their hat. It's just the hat they wear. And then we have I Want to See Penguins. Okay, just going through some of this stuff. Okay, Don't Want to See the Future chapter titles. Forget the Hairpin. Chapter 113, I Want to See Penguins. You're so plain. Can't you add some more flair or whatever? Drop it, my outfit's fine. You'll be able to turn that punk into a weapon if he likes you. But are you truly capable of seducing him? Too easy. How so? Boys fall for anyone who can show them a fraction of a good time. They do? You wouldn't get it because you're a devil. Besides, I'm pretty darn cute. He'll be head over heels once we hang out for a bit. And then the, typical manga aquarium date. Sea anemones are relatives of the jellyfish. They have these tiny hairs that grow on them that they use to feed by stunning fish, shrimp, zooplankton, and so on. But they can survive for years without food. They're like jellyfish in that way. There are even sea anemones that have lived longer than 70 years with the proper care. They're found all throughout the world's oceans, and they can slowly move too. There are also fish that live inside them called anemone fish. The sea anemones protect them from predators and share their food scraps. Hey, enough about the sea anemones already. I want to go look at the penguins. No, we're supposed to look at this for another 10 minutes. Huh? Listen, I came up with the perfect plan for enjoying the aquarium. We aren't deviating from the plan. Okay? In tropical waters, sea anemones latch onto coral reefs or rocks. And then, starfish are echinoderms and relatives of the sea urchin. There are as many as 2,000 starfish species around the world. Not all of them are star-shaped either. There's even a species with 30 arms. When they get attacked by a predator, they'll rip off their own arm to get away while the predator eats it. Their arms can regenerate, so I guess they regrow later. I love the huge chunk of text really pulling a Hunter x Hunter on us. Starfish can eat almost anything in the ocean. They feed by pushing their stomach out of their mouth and directly digesting their prey. Fun fact, there's an area in Kumamoto Prefecture where they eat starfish. As you'd expect from a relative of the sea urchin, you strip the skin to eat the insides, like with sea urchins. Enough about starfish already, I want to see the penguins. No, the plan is to look at starfish for another 30 minutes. 30 minutes! Even in other languages, starfish have mostly star-related names. For instance, in France, they're called "He should be falling for me around now." Even the aquarium employees couldn't give explanations this interesting. That's actually what she thinks. Hey, can we ignore the plan for a sec and go see the penguins? To be fair, I feel like in reality this would work. In reality, if a girl went on a long ass just rant about starfish, I think like 90+% of guys would be like, oh, she's the one. Like, I legitimately think most guys would be like, yup, I want it. Would you mind shutting up, she says. We'll have fun as long as we stick to my plan. You don't need to think about a thing. I decided to think about stuff in my own way, you know? And so he's going against where he was in part 1. I'm looking at those penguins with or without you, because I've never seen penguins before. Excuse me? Hey, wait. Shouldn't you go after him? What? Why? He's the one in the wrong. He interrupted my explanations and went off on his own. I didn't do anything wrong. Could it be that you're a total bore? Come again? The punk looked bored by your long-winded lectures. I was bored the entire time, too. This panel. This panel as well is hilarious. The point and yelling, like the one meme. You and Phony Chainsaw Boy are the bores. I studied up on ocean facts at the library for this. Alright, fine, I get it now. I get it. Now go after him. My explanations would be interesting if you could understand them. You just don't get it because you're a devil. I did everything right, and she says it all the time to, Yoru. Exactly. You aren't wrong, Asa. And then she's just lurking. Huh? Nenji's someone who doesn't know the first thing about right and wrong. You're correct. But there's one thing you're wrong about. You can't turn Denji into a weapon after all, can you? You always have to do the right thing. You can't turn a person into a weapon. Why do you know about my power? Did I never mention? I'm War Devil's big sister. Famine Devil. Okay, so it is Famine. Call me Fami. Famine? Not good. Asa, don't listen to that. She snaps her fingers and vanishes. Yoru? I took Yoru outside. It's only temporary. So I guess maybe, a famine is a lack of something. Maybe famine can just remove things, even if it's only temporary. Famine can just get rid of things, can just nope things out of existence. If only temporary, maybe. What? Any human should be capable of abandoning their morality when they're starving. I'll create the right stage for you. You aren't leaving this aquarium until you can turn Denji into a weapon. See you soon. So I wonder if Fami is going to make her life worse until she becomes somebody who can make those, moral decisions. We got an emergency. This aquarium ain't that big, right? I guess not. 'Cause no matter how far I walked down the hall, I couldn't get out. So it's like a repeat of Infinity again. Or Eternity. That pain in the butt's back from hell. Or maybe Eternity's working with Famine? What a cliffhanger. Pochta holding the fish. That's actually a good cliffhanger. So next time, because I feel like this isn't going to be settled in just one chapter, so next time we get to learn like what they do with Fami, what's going to happen with them trying to escape the aquarium. I feel like all of that's going to take more than one chapter, so that's what I get to do next read through. But this was good. We got the wrap up of the previous arc and the, lead into this arc, and it's very good. I am intrigued. I'm excited to see what's next, and I'm ending things there, I guess. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this week's this week's chapter, my thoughts and reaction, all that. Subscribe for more Chainsaw Man, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you would like to help support the channel, drop a super thanks if you'd like to. If you want to also get a shout out at the end of every video and One Piece videos a bit early, then you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are members and patrons. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FR Nono, Abyss Knight, NJA, Cherryton Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SGN, Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pate Owl. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.